This was the year to say stop, drop, and go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
So I had to come and bring my sister with me because we both need to take care of ourselves. Amen.
Ourselves are not good to anybody else. If we don't fill up with what we need, then what are we pouring out into anyone else?
Looking forward to our speakers, looking forward to networking, looking forward to being with everyone at such an exciting retreat.
Learn and go through and change our lives so we can live and live as long as God calls us to live.
Let's all take a deep cleansing breath.
And so we're going to take a journey in how to reinstate the lives that God has intentionally given us to live.
I want you to really think about those things that you need to just leave behind.
Released our bodies. It made us ready for the day. Our minds.
And bring you to the E factor. Eliminate any negative thoughts. Eliminate those individuals that are in your lives that are trying to hold you back.
There's a lot of laughing, a lot of hugging, and a lot of releasing of what we don't need and being open to what we do have.
The Prince is here right now to help you get your money right.
It is my responsibility to teach every person I talk to at least 1% more than what they already know about wealth building.
Yeah. This is a special moment.
Not only does God have you, we got you too. So sisters, we got you. And this has been an amazing journey.
It's our big dance.
Power in numbers. Powerful. All the big words you can think of, that's what today is. I am that woman.
Now I want you to take that right elbow and put it down on the knee.
This was definitely refreshing. It opened me up. I feel looser.
That is what being honest to yourself and your journey is about.
I take myself down from the dead. Oh, come on, let me put you in my car.
There's a plethora of things to do in the U.S. Virgin Islands.
So happy to be here, and I look forward to hosting it in the U.S. Virgin Islands next year.
It has been so inspiring. It was really exhilarating. Can't wait until next year. I want to be in St. Thomas, Virgin Islands.
You don't want to miss it. You want to make sure that you are there with us.
That we will be going to the USVI to St. Thomas next year at the Westin. We already have it being coordinated. Registration will be opening soon. You do not want to miss putting your deposit down and locking it in, because next year is going to be just as powerful as this year, if not even more. So until then, I love you guys, and namaste, and may God be with you. Well, guess what? Yes, I just got back from the USVI. I know some of you guys saw my video. I absolutely love that promo video. Every time I see it, it inspires me. Good Friday, everybody. We're almost at the end of Black History Month. Happy Black History Month. Twyler Jenkins here. I am the founder and president of the I Am That Woman movement. I know I didn't even start the show. I just started talking about the USVI because I'm so excited. That's what our show is about. We have the one and only Assistant Commissioner of the USVI Department of Tourism with us today, and I'm super excited and can't wait to start the conversation. But before we do that, let me say thank you to every prayer that went up, every text that I received, every phone call that I received from my mama. You guys saw her in our promo video shouting, always giving God praise. And we want to give God praise one more time because from my brother's report, it seems as if my mom did suffer a mild stroke. A mini stroke, and but she is going to be released today. They're still running tests, but she didn't lose too much of her ability of walking and talking. She was a little confused, and anybody who knows my mama knows how stubborn she is. So last night, my brother had to call my sister Shiree, and Shiree had to call me and put me on the phone. And I asked her, what was going on, and she said, "I'm all right." Sounding like somebody who had a whole case of beer. And so we were like, "No, Mom, you're not all right because your speech is slurred." And but thank God we got her to the hospital in time. And it was minor. We're praying and thanking God that she's going to be coming home just with the walker, just to make sure that she's stable on her feet. But we thank God. And also it's always a praise report because my mother has survived breast cancer, multiple strokes before, heart disease. She's had a defibrillator, a pacemaker. So she is definitely resilient and she walks by faith. And so I just want to say thank you to everybody who did call and reach out. I so appreciate all of the calls and the prayers today. All right, well, let's get started with today's show because my girl is on her way to so many of the events that she does every single day, representing that beautiful islands of St. Croix, St. Thomas, and St. John. And so she joined us at the I Am That Woman retreat last year. And for those who may not know, if you're sleeping under a rock, the I Am That Woman movement is a movement of health and wellness for African American women in leadership to help us live better lives. We know that we take on a lot, and sometimes we are so busy taking care of everyone else, we're not doing a real good job of taking care of ourselves. And how do we know that? Unfortunately, the health statistics tell us African American women lead the rates in breast cancer, heart disease, hypertension, and even obesity. A lot of these diseases are stress related. And any woman that is in corporate America, that's an entrepreneur, you can even be a single mother. It is stressful. And so we have to have tools in our toolkits, and we have to be equipped with information and resources on how we can live better, because it's not something that we're taught. We got to learn it. From the time we arrived here, we have been taught how to survive and not how to thrive, how to take care of everyone else and not how to take care of ourselves. So that's why God put this divine mission in me. And we are a 501c3 nonprofit organization that has the mission and the initiative to bring forth programs, events, resources, and opportunities for us to learn how to live better. Today, our show has someone who is joining us in this endeavor and in this fight, because this year, the I Am That Woman retreat is going to be held in St. Thomas. And not only will you be able to see the beautiful island of St. Thomas, but also St. John. So without further ado, I'm bringing my girl on the screen and to the stage. Hello, my sister.
Hello, my friend. How are you?
I am wonderful. How are you today?
I'm good. It's Friday. Trying to get through to at least have a little break tomorrow before, we usually work 7 to 7, but this weekend looks pretty promising for our rest.
For you
maybe
to
the beach.
Get a little rest.
A little beach time.
Beach time in St. Thomas is always good. Well, welcome. Alani Henneman is the Assistant Commissioner of Tourism for the USVI. And tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are you and what do you do?
Hi, everyone. My name is Alani Henneman. I'm the Assistant Commissioner at the Department of Tourism in the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful destination of the U.S. Virgin Islands. I've worked for the department for over 20 years now. And so I've worked mostly all through communications, PR, and now into this new assistant commissioner role where I oversee the marketing for the territory. I'm a mother. I have 4 beautiful kids, 2 by marriage, and then my little 2. And Cancer for those horoscope lovers out there. So it works well with this role as we're caring, nurturing, and in this field, you have to be a little bit of everything to be able to relate to the people that come and spend their time and create their memories on our shores.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I don't know why I'm frozen. It looks like I'm frozen, but no, I'm still connected. So I don't know. But I hope you can still hear me.
I sure can.
Okay, good. Because this hasn't happened before. But so yes, wow, that's a long time. I didn't realize you had been at the USVI for that long. That's awesome. So you came to the I Am That Woman retreat last year. And
I sure did.
I appreciate, I cannot say it enough. I appreciate you not only coming, but you sponsored us. You are a partner with us. Tell us a little bit about your experience last year.
It was a well-needed transition. I wouldn't consider it a break because the speakers were so invigorating. The people you met were so engaging that although you went through a cleansing process, it gave you a lot to think about. And it really helped me to focus and organize some things and some projects that I wanted to deal with and just restructure some things in terms of balancing work and yourself. You mentioned earlier that, we as women are taught to survive, and, having the I Am Women movement experience gave you some really necessary tools to help you to thrive. And so there were a number of key takeaways for me, from the washing of the feet ceremony to the phenomenal speakers, and just the overall engagement of all these strong Black women who are in the room just sharing experiences about healing and bettering yourself, from food to, your spirituality, to your finances, to just, being a better person holistically. That was the biggest takeaway for me, that it was mind, body, and soul refreshing.
It was definitely mind, body, and soul refreshing. And I am so glad that you received that out of the experience. I'm going to share a few pictures. You talked about the foot washing ceremony. Expound on that a little bit. Here's a photo of you. And what was that? Actually, because of you all's flight arrival time, this was the very first thing that you attended. So what was that experience like for you?
It was out of everything we did, I think this set the tone in terms of us being really focused in self. And it really brought me down. And when I say brought me down, not in a negative way at all, because I've been traveling. I'd work a couple events and shows back to back. And so having this moment with, the crisp morning air and your feet in the cold water, and you're just reflecting, and you're cleansing, and you're just going through your inner feelings, and just coming to grips with, your feet on the ground, touching the grass, just bringing it all down and just calming yourself to find your center was very, very, very refreshing for me. I needed the break. I needed the reflection, and it was just an overall great experience.
Awesome. Well, that is what it is all about. It is helping us to take a moment to breathe, to take a moment to just be self-reflective, do some self-love and some self-discovery. Well, we are going to the USVI this year, as our promo video said. So I'm going to share a video, and then I'll have you to share a little bit more about what the ladies can wait to experience in the USVI. So I'm going to share my screen.
It's my pleasure. I can't wait to get you here.
Trust you, I cannot wait to be there. All right, I got a screen shared. I'm going to. Well, there you have it.
In a nutshell, 30 seconds of all the beauty that we offer here in the U.S. Virgin Islands. And for those watching at home, that video has our signature line, Naturally in Rhythm, and it's so fitting for this I Am Women's movement as it relates to all your senses and coming on vacation and connecting, your experiences with your sight, your touch, your taste, your overall feeling and wellness of the destination.
Thank you. Had some technical difficulties there. I don't know what was going on. So thank
That's
you.
all right.
How to keep sharing. You know how to just keep it rolling. The USVI is an amazing territory. It actually represents 3 islands. We will have the pleasure of starting in St. Thomas, but we are taking a day tour to St. John. Tell us a little bit more about the island itself.
So, as you said, the U.S. Virgin Islands is 3 islands. St. Croix, which is the biggest. Unfortunately, you'll have to come back to St. Croix because you were supposed to come there the first time.
Yes.
But we'll take you in St. Thomas and expose you to St. John. The good thing about coming to St. Thomas and flying into St. Thomas is that St. Thomas and St. John are almost a paired package. It's a 12-minute ferry ride to feel like you're on your own little island. Because it is the smallest of the U.S. Virgin Islands, but it also has a lot of charm, a lot of great hiking, shopping, sea excursions, shore excursions, great snorkeling. It's just a really nice place to get away to. It's actually my getaway when I can't jump on the plane and go someplace else. We pack up in the car and spend a day in St. John or go for dinner in St. John. And it just changes the atmosphere. So I'm glad that all the ladies will get to experience both. Job well done to you, Twyler, for making that happen. But I don't know how else to say that I am proud to be a Virgin Islander. And the most rewarding part of this job is sharing my home and what makes us so unique as a people with the world. And so, you could talk all day because you're in the Caribbean about the sun, the sand, and the sea because we were blessed to have that in this region. But there is no other Caribbean island that has our history because of the transition we had from being the um, only Danish islands within the territory and within the Caribbean. So our history is a lot different to some of the other Caribbean islands. And then because we are US and we have our U.S. partner next door in terms of being part of the U.S. in Puerto Rico, but their history is so different to ours. So when you come to the U.S. Virgin Islands, it's almost like you immediately know you're in the Caribbean, but then there's no passport required, and you realize that you have all the amenities as a U.S. traveler in the U.S. Virgin Islands. So that's another shelf layer of protection that make travelers feel like, okay, I can relax now, because even if something was to happen, they have great airlift. You can get off, get on, you can move around, and you don't have to worry about language barrier or insurance issues or anything that you may need, wire transfers, anything. So, it's not just great for travelers who come to just vacation. It's also great for travelers who are looking to do business.
Yes.
And I would be remiss if I didn't touch on that, because some of the women in this group are movers and shakers and are always looking for something new to engage in, or in ways to enhance their growth as well.
Yes, absolutely. And so the USVI is going to have so much to offer for us this year. I love it that this is our 5th retreat. So this is a milestone for us. So this is very special. And to your point, back in 2017, we were supposed to start in St. Croix. But God, being God, he said, that's okay. 5 years later, I'm going to bring you all back around. And we're coming at the perfect time, because we're going to be at the West End. And they just went through a $450 million renovation. So it's almost like a brand new resort. It's where I was. It is. I mean, the rooms are beautiful. As soon as you arrive, the openness of the lobby, and you can see straight through to the ocean front rooms, the bay view. And now we can take the ferry right from there over to St. John. We don't even have to.
Sure can.
So I'm so excited about not only what the island has to offer, what the resort itself has to offer. And then, ladies, make sure you start saving your coins, not just for registration, but there's no taxes when it comes to shopping. Your jewelry, you can get your John Hardy, you can get your David Yurman. Yes. And so there's going to be so much, and we will give you opportunity. As you all know, we always start with the welcome reception on that Wednesday. This is October the 2nd. Alani, I'm sure, will be there. Hopefully the commissioner will be there.
Yes, we will. The team will be there to greet you.
Yes, to greet us and to say welcome to this beautiful island. We are planning to have 100 ladies. That is our goal. I know God is going to bless us to be able to do that. I am not afraid about that at all. And Algene says, "Oh boy, shopping, yes. Oh boy, shopping."
Hi, Algene.
And so we are super excited about our welcome reception. And then on Thursday morning, that foot washing ceremony, to your point, we always have a spiritual awakening ceremony. So we're going to go down by the ocean, because there's something about the water. And when we meet on Monday to talk about the programming, there's going to be fire and drums at this year's ceremony. So you're going to help me to curate this experience that's going to be with fire and with drums and with the ocean, and just allowing God to do what God does, to open us up, to cleanse us, to let go and let God. And so that is how we will start our Thursday morning. Then we will go back into the resort, have a beautiful breakfast buffet. And then that's when we start our sessions. And we have world-renowned speakers coming in and talking about our mental, emotional, physical, financial, spiritual, and nutritional well-being, because we don't want to leave anything on the table. And you are also going to help us to identify some speakers. While I was in St. Thomas and while I was visiting the resort, somebody put a little bug in my ear. Oh, ask Alani about one of the commissioners, the health commissioner. She would be great to come and talk about our our mental and emotional well-being. So there's going to be some things. That's okay. I know she's in between a bit, you all. So she's doing us a favor of joining, and she's on her way to another event. So I appreciate you taking the time. So our speakers, and we do not hold you in the room all day long. By the afternoon, you will be able to go to the beautiful, wonderful, amazing spa that is right there on the resort property. You can go shopping. You have dinner on your own, but we feed you every day. So when you come in, it is a long
feed you well.
And feed you well. And so the welcome reception, you will be fed well. And the breakfast buffet, and then we'll have lunch with our lunch and keynote speaker. And then you have the rest of the day on your own on Thursday. And then on Friday, we're going to St. John. We are St. John and by ferry. We're probably going to visit a private beach there, a beautiful beach there. And then there's some cultural experiences in St. John as well. So you want to tell us anything about St. John and that island and what we might be able to experience there?
There's a lot of history and culture. When we meet on Monday, I'll probably go through. I think this would be a great group to get like a seasoning tour or what the lay of the land could offer you in terms of, you know, having your wild ginger or your you know, different herbs and spices. There, St. John has a very calming vibe. St. Croix has a vibe like no other. St. John oozes relaxation. So from the time you get off the ferry and you start to walk around, or if we take an island tour and we go to like the Annenberg ruins and you get some of the history and the culture, the whole experience kind of relaxes you. And along the whole North Shore ride, it's just one beautiful beach after the other, one picture taking moment after the other. So after you do St. John, in itself, you come back feeling relaxed. But the great thing about our history is within all of these little islands, the women have been so impactful. Because of them, we got our freedom. Because of them, they were the underground movement, you know, as Black women to restore and bring, you know, the strength that we needed to stand up as a people. And that is a very, very rich part of our history, no matter what island you're on. And so you'll be reminded of the real strength of the people. I know we talked about that you were supposed to be here in 2017. And for those who don't know, we had 2 Cat 5 hurricanes that year. And so what you see in these islands today is a testament to the people of the Virgin Islands, because to come from that and then to go through COVID and have this kind of momentum in the space could only be God ordained. So I look forward to sharing that with you and to sharing where we were to where we are now, because that too is going to be a source of strength for some of the women on this trip, because we all go through journeys. It's just we have to make sure that we follow it through fruition and we don't give up in between, because there will be setbacks. But in any situation, if you have your foundation, you will persevere.
That's so good. And so that's what I mean by loving to come to this island, because just what it's going to offer in and of itself, the resilience of Black women, the resilience of our culture, what we've gone through and how we have thrived. And I'm so glad that on the 5th anniversary that we're going to a place and a space that represents us, and we'll be able to see that and witness that and feel that. And that's one thing about the I Am That Woman retreat. It's an experience that's hard to put into words. And I encourage all the ladies to register this year because the experience is going to be so extraordinary, because not just what you're going to get in the ballroom from the world-renowned speakers, but what you will experience with the sisterhood on top of what you're going to experience at the destination. And so the beaches and the places that we will go, the food that we will eat, it is going to be such a rich experience that is priceless. And so registration is open now, ladies. You do not have to wait. You can put down your $500 deposit. We have a payment plan. And this year we changed it to make it even easier. And so registration and hotel is included for the $3,500. And let me share this. The $3,500 includes this 5-star property. It includes your room, which will have an ocean view or a bay view. Beautiful, spacious rooms. You can share a room. The $3,500.
I just want to say, Twyler, that we have and I can claim this, one of the most beautiful harbors in the world, and the Westin sits on the point that enters that harbor. So the view from the Westin is phenomenal. To just wake up to the view in the morning is an experience.
Yes, it is. It is. And so I'm telling you, ladies, and you can bring your men, because I've had plenty of ladies tell me, okay, my man is coming. I'm like, okay. They can't come in the ballroom, but they will be able to go to St. John's with us and do some other things. So I don't blame you. I mean, listen, I'm bringing mine, so I don't blame you. There's going to be plenty for you to do, as you are plenty for them to do, as we are, of course, in our sessions, getting our holistic wellness together. But for $3,500, it includes all of your meals except for 2. Thursday night and Friday night, you have time on your own to explore the island, go shopping, go out. So we want to give you that time. But Wednesday night, the reception is going to have plenty of food and drinks. Thursday morning, we'll have a breakfast buffet. Thursday, you will have lunch with us. Thursday night, you can go on your own. Friday, we'll have breakfast before we go to St. John's. Friday, we'll have breakfast or lunch over in St. John. Saturday, we have you'll have lunch, dinner on your own on Friday. And then Saturday, we have breakfast again, lunch again, and our celebration dinner. And I'm going to talk to Alani about what we can do Saturday night, perhaps go out on a boat for dinner, perhaps do something outside of the hotel. But whatever we do, perhaps go to a restaurant, a Black-owned restaurant for dinner. But whatever we do, it's going to be amazing. And the room rate that is included in your package of $3,500, if you just book the hotel at their regular rate, it would cost.
That is $1,200 this week.
Right?
That's what they were going for a night, $1,200.
Yes, $1,200 a night. Did you all hear, Alani? $1,200 a night. The Westin, the rooms were $1,200 a night. Okay, so for $3,500, that's 5 days, 4 nights. All of the sessions. You get a registration bag filled with goodies. Alani is great about giving us great goodies.
Oh, you know that.
I wish I had a sun visor in here. I wore that the entire time.
And we have we work as a Department of Tourism with our local Economic Development Authority, and I got a great sample for you of some Black-owned local women who are mass producing all over the world to put some goodies in your bag. So I got that for you as well.
Yes. And we're going to have vendors. I'm going to work on having some local vendors there because we want to support our businesses. We want to support our women and minority owned businesses. So we want to also offer some vending opportunities for them to be there so we can buy their products, hair care products, facial products, makeup. So we know that we have a lot of talented women out there. So I don't want to hold you up. I told you I was going to keep
no
you
problem.
I know you are on your way looking beautiful as always.
Thank you. So do you. So do you.
To a dinner. But is there anything that you want to share in closing, and why should ladies register for this year's retreat?
First of all, I'm going to say that the I Am Women movement in itself is worth the $3,500.
Thank you.
The experience is a great experience. It's like no other. And I will say that wholeheartedly, having been through the process, I can only see it getting better. But because you are coming to the U.S. Virgin Islands, I can say that you are coming to one of the finest destinations in the world that has something for everybody. And we truly, truly are looking forward to hosting this group and making sure that we have the representation on this side to meet your expectations on that side. So come on down, come on. We're welcome. We want you to go to the beach. We want you to shop, but we also want you to engage and share and, learn from us as we learn from you and grow in the Virgin Islands so that you have those memories that will make you say, okay, I'm going to bring my family back as well.
Absolutely. And you will want to bring your family back. And I hadn't shared this with you, but actually my winter vacation will be right back in St. Thomas.
So we love it.
I'll be right
I'll make
back
sure
there.
I'm there. Winter
Yes.
is a good time. I'm
Yes.
usually on island.
I'll be there in November because I really don't get to rest. I love it, but this is work for me. The retreat is work.
It is.
It's the best work that I can absolutely do. Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
Today.
It's a pleasure.
I appreciate you. I will see you on Monday afternoon for our meeting.
You sure will.
Next week, I'll be bringing them more updates from our meeting.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're
safe.
welcome, darling. Have a great weekend, everyone, and everyone watching. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. I almost wish it was tomorrow. The USVI, you guys, I'm telling you, register now. Go to IamThatWomanMovement.org. Get your deposits in. We are only holding 100 spots and we are going to sell out. I promise you this year we are going to sell out. $3,500, 5 days, 4 nights, 12 sessions, all inclusive basically on your meals except for 2. And that is Thursday night and Friday night. And the countdown is now. Yes, Miss Marilyn, the countdown has started. And so we are super excited about this opportunity. Women, if you have been stressed, if you have been overwhelmed, if you need time for some self-discovery, if you need professional and personal development, that is what this is about. So some of your jobs will even pay for this. I know it sounds like, oh, I'm just getting away, but no, it's also for your professional and personal development. So come and join us in the USVI. I'm going to show the video one more time, but before I do that, thank you so much for joining today. I cannot wait to see you all start popping in those registrations. Again, go to IamThatWomanMovement.org. IamThatWomanMovement.org. Go ahead and register. As you also know, every Monday through Friday, we provide an opportunity for you to pray and to meditate. And when I tell you this week, our prayer and meditation has been nothing short of amazing. And so I want you all to join us for prayer and meditation Monday through Friday. We have a new conference call line that you can join, and I'm trying to pull it up now. Sorry. I'll pull it up in 1 second, guys. Here we go. So join us for prayer and meditation. The new number is 351-999-3566. That's 351-999-3566. Monday through Friday, 5:30 to 6:30. God has been moving. I mean, doing a new thing. So if there's anything that is going on in your life, that you kind of need some help with, that God is just that you are dealing with, and you need a community, go ahead, come on, join. You don't even have to say anything, but go ahead and join us, and we'll be more than happy to pray for you and pray with you in order for you to get some support and have some support. That's 351-999-3566, Monday through Friday. Doesn't require an access code. Just join us. All right. I think that's it for today. I hope you all enjoyed our special guest, Alani Henneman, the Assistant Commissioner of the U.S. Department of Tourism, USVI. I think I'm going to leave you guys with the video about the USVI instead of our promo video, just so you can see it one more time. Cannot wait. October 2nd through the 6th. Join us.